Welcome to the Sickflix. We're the Demsicks brothers, and for this Halloween episode, we are talking about a Demsick classic battle. So what we do is we review films usually, but this is actually our first battle, and we are going to battle two well-established Sickflix to decide who reigns supreme, and this battle is going to be The Thing versus The Shining. For the 80s...
Best 80s
horror movie.
Yeah.
Best 80s horror movie.
Okay, so, John Peter.
They're both great.
Well, they're definitely both Sickflix.
Yeah.
So we've established that they're great. Now we have to establish
Why they're great.
or
And
which
which
one
one's
is
better.
greater
And why.
and why.
The Thing.
You think
John
the thing
Carpenter,
you're
just
going
saying.
right out to
Okay.
it. You,
Wow.
you went from
Just
overly
throwing it out.
obscure to
Wow.
overly accurate.
Wow,
So, okay.
But why?
Not a lot in between.
It's I don't know. It's
Good point. I couldn't have said it better
Favorite
myself.
Things, highlights, I don't
Partly
know.
because you didn't use any words. Okay.
Well said, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I appreciate your brevity. Could you expound a little bit more than John
On
Peter?
your thoughts of your colleague here.
I think that the two films are actually pretty different.
Okay.
Very different.
They're very, very different. You know, The Thing has more of that, I think it has
That thing.
that thing, just that real quality. I think that The Thing has a little bit more, I don't know if this is really the way I want to say this, but a little bit more of a plot line. I feel like there's a little bit more of like, it's easy to follow what's happening
It's
in
a
a
basic
sense.
premise.
I mean,
Very
obviously
basic
there's
premise.
mystery to it.
It's
It
actually
has
written
mystery.
as a movie versus
It's written as
It's
a
book.
a simple
The
plot.
Shining.
Taken into a movie.
The Shining has so much going on.
You don't know
It's
where it's
very
gonna go.
odd. It
Yeah.
changes a lot. I think The Shining is more for sitting down and being ready to be like creeped out and weirded out. And Jack Nicholson is there.
And that's
And-
creepy and freaky.
So I think that
All by itself.
I enjoy the movies. I
Jack
enjoy
Nicholson.
the movies
If you're
Horror.
sitting in the room, I'd probably be scared right now.
That's right. Yeah.
for very different reasons. I enjoy the movies for different reasons.
And for those of you who haven't seen either of these films, just a basic premise on the two of them. The Thing is Kurt Russell at his finest because he's never made a fine film before. And it's, I'm exaggerating slightly. It's a movie about these people in this very obscure, out in the middle of nowhere, winter
snow,
area.
Antarctica,
And this
totally cut off from society.
being, this
Yeah.
thing comes into their presence and they don't know what it
shows
is.
up and they don't know how to deal with it.
It's definitely a mystery. There's a point where they're trying to decide who might be taken over
Sort of
by
like
the thing.
the body snatchers, who, but it's also kind of a whodunit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a whodunit in that way. A horror film, suspense, but not overly gory, I don't think.
And sci-fi.
Not
I would
overly
definitely say
gory.
sci-fi.
It's got a
Definitely
sci-fi
a
element
sci-fi.
to it.
The Shining is originally, of course, a Stephen King book. It was written by Stephen King about also guy or family this time in the middle of nowhere,
Also
secluded
cut off in
by
winter,
snow
winterized,
in
so
winter.
very similar in that
So
way.
similar themes in that way, but this one, it's a haunted mansion and
Yes.
dealing with the haunted mansion as well as the demons of the main character,
Absolutely.
who is Jack Nicholson.
And there is definitely an arc that he goes through.
A little bit more of
Sort of a
a
Breaking Bad arc, but he has an arc.
It
yeah.
does have an arc.
That one's a little bit more solidly a horror film, I think.
Right, that was
Definitely.
the true
It's a little
horror.
less
And it's kinda
sci-fi.
The other one's
trippy.
kind of
and-
horror / sci-fi.
It's got a huge part of this
Maybe that's why I like it.
supernatural. There's
Definitely
more
why you like it.
supernatural in
It
China.
automatically wins. Horror / sci-fi, in my book, always means horror.
So we were on Kate. Kate, what are you saying?
I'm saying that I really enjoy both of these movies for very different reasons. I mean, like, are we getting into which one we think is better right
Well,
now?
John
or-
Peter went straight.
John
up.
Peter already
Yeah,
did.
John
John
Peter.
Peter went
He
for
already
it.
did it.
He ripped it out just like the alien of those dogs.
Then
Alien killer dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
I like The Shining more. I think The Shining's a better
The
movie.
Shining one.
Um,
Okay.
but I
Why?
really enjoy both of them. I just think The Shining has it. Maybe I'm biased. Just the style
It's very
that The
stylish.
Shining
Yeah.
is
Great style.
just right up my alley. I really love it.
Great cinematography.
Whereas The Thing, there's more parts, especially in the beginning,
There are more parts, but Jack Nicholson has many parts himself.
that I have to look away from. And
Look away because they're so scary or so gross.
because
Oh, you're talking about the
talking about
thing.
The Thing.
The
That's
thing has
what
Oh, okay.
I did say
Oh.
that, but
I didn't
you guys
understand.
talk.
Okay.
No, I heard. I knew. I
We
followed.
were paying attention.
But
Yeah.
the
You got big ears.
and the dogs were violently attacked.
Yeah, that was hard for Kate.
That was hard for me, and I'm
Yeah.
not as much of a dog person.
So The Shining, I guess.
It was a horrific part.
Even though The
Yeah.
Shining has moments where it's kind of intense and there's
The
parts
Shining
that
was
don't
hard for you.
always.
You would have to look at like an old, rotting, naked lady for like a solid
That's-
minute and a half.
That's
Oh my
the worst
goodness.
part of The
That's
Shining.
my
Spoiler.
favorite part of The Shining.
But
That's-
that was a hard part to look
That's
at.
the
That's
hardest
not
part
really a
I think
spoiler.
to watch.
It doesn't
It
tell you
doesn't-
much about
Yeah,
the
it has,
like,
like-
that you have to
Maybe
see
that's
a
not-
naked
If
lady.
anything,
That's a
it probably
good
makes
spoiler. That's a
people
part
wanna
where
figure
Yeah.
out
that's
what
the
that's
opposite of a
about.
spoiler. That's a freshener. That tells you when to skip.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a
but
freshener.
It's a freshener.
That's
Skip
air
it.
fresh- Freshen up with skipping that scene.
for me, even though that's a gross scene and I don't enjoy watching
So
that,
gross.
I can handle it. Whereas like anything with animals, I can't watch.
It is
if
funny
animals
though.
are
I
being
will agree with you. When animals are tortured or hurt in
or
movies,
hurt.
it is somehow worse than when a regular adult person is.
Yeah.
Maybe children and animals.
Children and
especially.
animals.
Children
I
and
can't
animals
really handle
is
it.
way
Adults,
harder to take. I'll
regular
agree
humans.
with that.
Yeah.
And The
Okay.
Shining does have a kid in it, which is a natural negative, but he's not bad. He's a
No, he's
No,
a
very
the
annoying
kid is.
You
is
couldn't
great.
have The Shining
And
without
very
him.
unique.
Yeah.
Very unique. Yes, the finger, the talking to the demon, whatever the spirit is a very unique take on a kid that
Yeah.
invented by a great author in Stephen King and
Yeah.
excellently portrayed, I think, by Stanley Kubrick in the film. So I will say
Robert.
I love them both.
Love them both.
Both
Sickflix.
not just Sickflix, like two of my absolute favorites.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
The Shining might be my favorite horror film, and The Thing might be my favorite sci-fi film. So you're going with
Okay.
two of my absolute top films
Okay.
of all time, and I might actually put Kubrick's sci-fi above it with its 2001: Space Odyssey, but above The Thing. But I would give the edge to The Thing probably just because. For me, it was such a neat experience the first time I watched it, and I can't help but remember it. I watched it late at night.
Mhm.
We actually thought, it was back in the days of VHS, we thought we were watching an anime film.
Yeah.
And it actually,
Because
they put it in the wrong box it, and we
Kurt
started the
Russell's
movie
face looks like
with like
anime.
at
Yeah.
1 a.m. and it was
Yeah.
live action. We were like, okay, what's going on? And then we just got sucked into it, and we were so freaked out the whole time.
Back in the days when there used to be Blockbuster Video, and people used to take animated films and they'd replace them with horror films.
Yes, apparently this was a thing.
Yeah,
thought
it was a prank.
Only
It's
time
a
it's ever
really-
happened to me.
Yeah,
But
it
The
was a
Shining,
very popular prank back in the
I
day.
agree with Kate. Very stylistic, great cinematography. So many plot lines. One of the great things about it, you don't know what's going to happen next. There are
Yeah.
so many possibilities of who is the enemy. You don't know who the enemy is. Is it the kid's guy he's
Is the
talking
kid's
to?
finger that's the enemy?
Is the old lady? Is it Jack Nicholson? You never know who the villain is.
No, it's not the
but-
wife at least.
But you're
That's
going,
right, yeah.
you're going with The Thing?
And actually, in The Thing, also, you don't really know who the villain is. So two
Yeah.
excellent horror movies, excellent suspense movies. I am going to give the edge to The Thing.
I'm going to start this by saying, I'm going to say something very controversial. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, which I enjoy very much, is not even my favorite version of The Shining on cinema.
The one with the guy from Wings?
I like the guy from Wings.
You like the guy from Wings?
I like the
I have seen that.
miniseries.
It's really well done.
It's because here's the thing.
But it's not as good.
I've read the book. Okay, it's not as well directed. It's not even as well acted. This is why it surpasses it to me.
Okay, isn't that why we watch movies? Just to see good acting and directing?
Partly, but it's also for a good story. And here's the thing.
Oh my.
This is what the miniseries with the guy from The Wings has that
Oh,
Jack Nicholson doesn't have in The Shining,
It stays closer to the book.
directed by Stanley Kubrick. It stays close to the book.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's
a miniseries.
It
You
has,
do that
that's
in
what I was about to
miniseries.
say. It is 6 hours to make the book well
Right.
versus 2
So
hours.
it's an unfair comparison.
So my point is to say that my main problem and why I'm going to give it to The Thing
Okay.
over The Shining is as well done as The Shining is, and much as I love the movie, I read the book, it's so good that the movie doesn't represent it perfectly in 2 hours, and
You're gonna criticize Kubrick. You're criticizing Kubrick.
you know, it's hard to do.
Oh my!
But here's the thing. No, and I'm not saying anyone could do it better.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Oh, okay.
I don't think Jack Nicholson
All right,
could have done a better job, and I don't even think that Kubrick could have made a better movie.
Okay.
I think that when I'm looking at something and I'm saying, okay, they're taking a book and they're making it a movie, there's either one of two things. They could improve on the book by doing what a book couldn't, right? Or they could do a decent enough job to slim down into a movie, but then it's a sandwich.
Which is better than a book.
If you really like food. And I know you do. Right? You're talking like friends here.
Give me a second.
Okay, on one hand you have sex, and on one hand you have a nice salami. You know? What do you do? Anyway.
Put those two hands together.
That's right. It's from the show The Friends.
It's from Friends.
But, The Friends.
Friends.
I made it into
The
a horror
Friends.
film.
Yeah.
The Friends. But anyway, I'm not trying to question the brilliance of The Shining. I watched that movie many times. The thing has is that it does such the thing about The Thing is it's really for me about that whodunit moment of each questioning each other, tying people to a chair, wondering, you know, who
those are the best scenes.
bad guy.
All those scenes are the best.
So good.
And then you throw in the really dark graphic special effects that still have not been outdone to this day.
Yeah.
The fact that they look so crazy and freaky. They're actually real. You know, they didn't use CGI because it's actual real. It's 10,000 gallons of pig's blood. I can do that. 10,000 gallons.
I've heard that. I didn't see a lot of blood in the film.
Yes.
10,000?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But, you know, what are you going to say now, Peter?
The ending was just Kurt Russell and Keith David, and you don't know if one of them.
You still don't know.
One of them could be the Finn.
But
It says in the IMDb profile, it says, like, to this day, they don't know. The actors, like, they don't know.
Actually who the villain is and the hero is.
The only way, and I have to say, I wrestled over this in terms of which to give it to. It was not an easy choice for me. It went back and forth. I went back and forth debating whether I was going to go with The Shining, whether I was going to go with The Thing. We watched The Thing right before, so that might have led into why I went with The Thing, because I hadn't seen The Shining for a little while.
Yeah.
But the only way I could compare them is holistically. As a whole package of what it was trying to do versus what it did. And for me, The Shining, Stanley Kubrick was trying to do something much harder than the director was of The Thing, which is...
He did it well.
Carpenter.
John Carpenter. Yes, John Carpenter.
He just passed away, right? Didn't he just pass away?
I think so. Yeah.
Anyway, and I just think, even though John Carpenter was trying to do something easier, he did it holistically better.
Did so well.
Because he did it pretty much as good as you could.
And he got the best acting performance of Kurt Russell's career out of him.
Yeah.
And with a pretty young Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
So
it's very good.
I will say, I really like what you said, and I think that was very fair. But I don't like the fact that it was, even though I picked The Thing, I shouldn't be 3-1. So I'll throw in, I think Rachel, my wife, would also pick The Shining. So that's a 3-2. Let's make it a 3-2 vote.
Another Demsick jumps in.
Phoned
in vote.
By proxy.
Phoned in vote, yeah.
I can tell you right
yeah,
now, she definitely going with The Shining.
It is accurate to say, and if I had to give it a percentage, I would say I'm 51% today on The Thing and 49% on The Shining. That's how close it is to me.
And really,
and tomorrow it might change, but that's where I'm at today.
Kurt Russell's hair in The Thing.
That's
really the best.
Not as good as John Peter's hair. John Peter's known for beautiful hair.
John Peter does have beautiful hair.
But
Kurt Russell's
it's
hair
up there.
in The Thing is spot on.
So today, The Thing won the day. It is the 80s horror champion of the world right now.
So go watch a good Halloween movie, have a great Halloween, everybody.
It's a great one. Dim lights,
Yeah, but freak yourself out and watch The Thing. That's your number one choice for this weekend, I think.
And if you want to watch a great book made into a movie, watch The Wings Guy.
In the miniseries. No, go with The Shining. Watch The Shining.
I actually watched
it. You don't have 6 hours.
I actually got Dad to watch the 6-hour miniseries with me, and he really enjoyed it. So even Dad,
I would say that is worth watching, but it's no The Shining. It's not. You're not going to watch it 100 times.
No, but if you really like the book and you want to see something accurate to it,
it's worth watching.
It's not as good holistically, but I do.
So
really
3-2 towards the pick.
The Thing's got the.
Overshine.
To let us know, what do you think? Put in the comments, The Thing or The Shining.
Shining. What's your favorite?
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and happy Halloween.